what took my garden from beginner level to next level, from my first year gardening to now going into my third year of gardening, is this one thing that you might not be doing. I didn't do it in my first year either. And that thing that I'm referring to is fertilizing. A lot of times in your first year, you're thinking about putting the seed in ground, you're thinking about buying the nursery, starter plants, all wonderful things. Fertilization, you're not really thinking about it. You don't really understand it, so maybe you don't dive into it. My first year, I grew blueberries, I grew zucchini, I grew squash, I grew so many things, but I only grew maybe a handful of them. I grew one zucchini, which is still amazing, still abundant, still incredible for a first year gardener. Over time, I realized that my garden needs to be fed. I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite fertilizers that I've used to go from handfuls of harvest to baskets of harvest that can feed your family and someone else's. So the first thing you're going to want to understand when it comes to fertilization is the letters N, P, and K. And you're going to see that usually on the side of the fertilizer. An N stands for nitrogen, the P stands for phosphorus, and the K stands for potassium. Depending on the plant that you're trying to fertilize might depend on how much of each nutrient you need. Now let's start with the basics, and I won't overwhelm you. I'll explain to you how I felt like I learned it best, so it's very beginner, entry-level explanation. The N in the NPK, usually the first one, that's going to be things like blood meal, where that first number is very high. It could be 500, it could be 1050, it could be 1500. Now, something like this is going to work for things that likes to put out a lot of green leaves. One thing that I use blood meal on a lot in my garden is my sugarcane. So my sugarcane puts out so many leaves, and so it benefits from a nice heavy dose of blood meal when those shoots start coming out. Also things like kale, lettuce, any type of green leafy brassica is going to benefit a lot from blood meal. The P stands for phosphorus. Now this is going to be for your shooting flowers, stems, anything that's shooting off of those. So tomatoes, strawberries, these are all really good examples of things that's going to benefit from something that has a high second number. Any kind of flowers that you have in your garden in the springtime that needs fertilization, that phosphorus supports those shoots, those fruit production, those flower production. I feed my tomatoes with things like bone meal, feed my strawberries usually with like a berry tone, but they also benefit from something like that as well. It also supports things that grow beneath the ground. So we're talking carrots, beets. That second and third number, that's what's going to support the growth of those plants. Onions are another big one, garlic. You want to make sure you give those a nice big feeding of bone meal or some kind of fertilizer that has a very high P and K. And the last letter K, I see that more as it supports the other two. So it kind of helps the other two, the N and the P, do what it needs to do. So with these three things together, you have a nice, growing, luscious garden. Let me go show you my favorite fertilizers that I use in the garden. First up on my list is a good old faithful. It's going to be fish fertilizer. This is a really good general all-purpose fertilizer. It has nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. It does have more nitrogen in there. So obviously it's going to support those leafy vegetables, so collards, kales. I grow a lot of that. This is a great fertilizer. You will have immense amount of growth if you just use this. It does smell, so make sure you water it in really well. I personally like to put it in during the daytime, let the water sit in just in case you have rodents or something that's going to try and seek out the smell. Just be mindful, it does smell. This is, we did not talk about this, but this is actually an acidifier, and I use this in my blueberry bushes. This is particularly what I use to amend my blueberry bushes with before I plant them. So doing my blueberry bushes in their containers, I mix a nice handful of this in with the soil before I plant them, because blueberries like very acidic soil. This brings the pH down in the soil, and so your blueberries are going to love that soil, and it's going to be able to produce better blueberries by having the proper pH in the soil. Now, I do still fertilize my blueberries, and I'll show you what I use to fertilize my blueberries to get massive, beautiful, delicious blueberries every year. Next up, and I do like this brand, the Espoma brand I have Holly Tone. Now, this has the same makeup as the Berry Tone. 434. I use this to fertilize my flowers, and I also use this to fertilize my strawberries as well. Next up, I have Rose Tone. I just started growing rose this year, so I picked this up to be able to have nice blooms on my rose bushes. It is already loving this. It has a makeup of a 432, but it's pretty balanced. So I like to use this on my rose bushes. If you are just starting out and fertilizers overwhelm you, that's okay. This, just get this and don't worry about anything else. This is going to be the Garden Tone. Now this is almost out. I use this a lot. I especially use this on new planted plants, or their seedlings. They're very vulnerable. This is what I like to fertilize it with a 344 makeup. So pretty much balanced across the board. Plants are going to love this, okay? Tomatoes like this, squash like this, carrots like this. Everybody loves this. So if you take nothing else from this video, go ahead and get this one and you'll be okay. Now this is chicken manure, chicken poop. If you have chickens, then you don't need this, but I don't have chickens. So this has a makeup of 532. So I personally love to use this on my corn. If you're gonna use something that has a high end like blood meal, a lot of people like to do sister planting. So they like to put the corn with the beans. You have to be mindful that corn might be okay with the blood meal, but beans don't. They don't like blood meal at all. So if you're gonna be doing 3 sister planting, just be mindful. Keep that nitrogen away from that beans. Beans naturally produce nitrogen in the soil. So just be careful when you're fertilizing something that you have companion plants with that may not like the same nutrients that their sister likes. This one is very new to me this year. This is the Vigoro all-purpose plant food. It is a 555. I have been using this more than I have used any other fertilizer in my garden. This one has been my go-to this year. When it comes to growing the biggest blueberries you've ever seen, get this guy. This is organic cottonseed meal. This is a nice slow release fertilizer. It's very high nitrogen. It's a 611. I just sprinkle this right around the top, water it in, and my blueberries are incredibly massive this year. So then we have the 2 good old faithfuls that are just going to give you a lot of one thing and a lot of the other. This is bone meal, root development, flowers, tomatoes, strawberries, beets, carrots, radishes, right here. This is her sister. Okay, this just has nitrogen. This is so good for corn, sugar cane. It's good for your green leaves. It's good for your collard greens, lettuce. So you really cannot go wrong with a good blood and bone meal combination. Now, to wrap everything up and make sure I did not overwhelm you, we want to go for balanced fertilizing in our garden at all times. If fertilization confuses you, look on the box and try to find something that is close to the number next to it. So 532, 555, 432. If you just get something like that and start small, you're going to see a big difference. I do hope this video was helpful for you and you can start growing beautiful crops like I do here in my backyard. Growing your own vegetables at home is probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. And it is a hobby that I think I will be doing for the rest of my life. And if you did enjoy my video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, let me know in the comment section what other videos you'd like to see from me because I do more